Hello, wonderful people. Have you ever found yourself walking into a room and completely forgetting why you went in there? Or maybe you've misplaced your keys more times than you'd like to admit. Or perhaps you struggle to recall a friend's name right when you need it most. If you've nodded along, you're certainly not alone. Many of us, as we gracefully navigate life after 60, often chalk up these little memory lapses to just a normal part of getting older. It's almost become an accepted truth in our society, isn't it? We hear people say things like, "Oh, it's just my senior moment," and we chuckle often with a hint of resignation. But what if I told you that significant forgetfulness, the kind that genuinely concerns you or impacts your daily life, isn't necessarily normal after 60? What if instead it's often a gentle nudge, a quiet signal from your body and brain pointing to something that's actually quite fixable? That's right. Often these memory blips aren't an inevitable decline, but rather symptoms of underlying issues that we can identify and, most importantly, address. Today, we're going to dive deep into 5 common, often overlooked reasons why your mind might feel a bit hazy, why your recall isn't as sharp as it used to be, and more importantly, how you can proactively tackle these causes to sharpen your memory, boost your cognitive function, and truly live a more vibrant, mentally clear life. We're going to uncover how some seemingly small aspects of your daily routine or health can have a profound impact on your brain power. We're not just talking about managing symptoms here. We're talking about getting to the root of the problem and reclaiming your mental clarity. So let's begin our journey to a sharper, more focused you by exploring the very first and incredibly fundamental, fixable cause. Often your brain simply isn't getting the right fuel it needs. Our first fixable cause, the foundation upon which so much of our health rests, is nutritional gaps and deficiencies. Think of your brain as a high-performance engine. It needs specific, high-quality fuel to run optimally. Just as a car can sputter and stall on the wrong kind of gas, your brain can experience brain fog and memory issues if it's not receiving the essential vitamins, minerals, and nutrients it requires. As we age, our digestive systems can become less efficient at absorbing nutrients, and our dietary choices might not always be as robust as they once were, even with the best intentions. This can lead to subtle but significant deficiencies that creep up on us, often manifesting first as cognitive symptoms like forgetfulness or difficulty concentrating. One of the most critical players in this arena is vitamin B12. This particular vitamin is absolutely vital for nerve function and the production of red blood cells, which carry oxygen to your brain. A deficiency in B12 can mimic symptoms of dementia, including memory loss, confusion, and even mood changes. It's a common issue, especially among those over 60, and often goes undiagnosed. The good news is it's easily fixable with supplements or dietary changes. You can find B12 in animal products like meat, fish, eggs, and dairy, and many fortified plant-based foods. If you follow a vegetarian or vegan diet, or if you've noticed any of these symptoms, it's especially important to discuss B12 testing with your doctor. Another superstar nutrient for brain health is omega-3 fatty acids, particularly DHA. These are the building blocks of your brain cells, crucial for maintaining their structure and function. They play a significant role in memory learning and overall cognitive performance. Think of DHA as the lubricant for your brain's communication network. Without enough of it, the signals can get sluggish. You can find omega-3s in fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines, as well as in flax seeds, chia seeds, and walnuts. If you don't consume these regularly, a high-quality omega-3 supplement might be a game changer. Don't just grab any supplement, though. Look for one with a good balance of EPA and DHA and ensure it's from a reputable source. Then there's vitamin D, often called the sunshine vitamin, which is far more than just good for your bones. Emerging research highlights its crucial role in brain function, mood regulation, and protecting against cognitive decline. Many people, especially those living in less sunny climates or spending more time indoors, are deficient in vitamin D. A simple blood test can reveal your levels, and often supplementation can make a world of difference. Other nutrients like magnesium, antioxidants found in colorful fruits and vegetables, and even adequate protein intake are all pieces of this intricate puzzle. When your brain is consistently deprived of these essential building blocks, it's like trying to run a marathon on an empty stomach. It simply won't perform at its best. So take a moment to reflect on your daily diet. Are you consistently incorporating a wide variety of nutrient-rich foods? Are you considering supplementation under the guidance of a healthcare professional, especially for those nutrients commonly lacking in the aging population? Making conscious choices about what you fuel your body with is perhaps the most fundamental step you can take towards a sharper, clearer mind. It's not about restrictive diets, but about nourishing your brain with the vibrant, life-giving nutrients it craves. Imagine the difference in your mental clarity when your brain is running on premium fuel instead of stale old gas. Now, this brings us seamlessly to our next critical factor, one that silently erodes our memory and focus if left unaddressed. Moving on to our second profound cause of forgetfulness that is absolutely fixable, and one that many of us tend to overlook or even dismiss away the swans, inadequate sleep and poor sleep quality. We often treat sleep as a luxury or something we can cut back on, especially as we get older. But nothing could be further from the truth when it comes to brain health. Sleep isn't just a time for your body to rest. It's a vital period when your brain actively works to consolidate memories, clear out waste products, and repair itself. Think of your brain like a bustling city that needs its quiet nighttime hours for essential maintenance and deep cleaning. During deep sleep, the glymphatic system in your brain goes into overdrive, flushing out toxins and amyloid plaques that are linked to cognitive decline. If you're consistently getting insufficient sleep, or if the sleep you do get is fragmented and shallow, your brain simply doesn't have the time or the opportunity to complete these critical tasks. This directly impacts your ability to form new memories, retrieve old ones, and maintain focus and attention throughout the day. You might find yourself forgetting recent conversations, struggling to learn new information, or feeling a persistent fogginess that makes everyday tasks more challenging. The impact isn't just on memory. Poor sleep quality can also affect your mood, energy levels, and overall physical health, creating a vicious cycle that further impacts cognitive function. Many factors can disrupt sleep as we age. Things like restless leg syndrome, sleep apnea, frequent nighttime urination, chronic pain, or even certain medications can all interfere with getting a restorative night's rest. Lifestyle habits, too, play a huge role. Things like consuming caffeine too late in the day, having alcohol close to bedtime, or spending too much time on screens right before sleep can severely impact your sleep architecture. But here's the empowering part. A significant portion of these sleep issues are fixable. Start by creating a consistent sleep schedule. Go to bed and wake up at roughly the same time every day, even on weekends. This helps regulate your body's natural circadian rhythm. Make your bedroom a sanctuary for sleep. Dark, quiet, and cool. Turn off electronics an hour before bed. Consider a relaxing bedtime routine, such as reading a physical book, taking a warm bath, or practicing gentle stretches or meditation. If pain is an issue, discuss pain management strategies with your doctor. If you suspect sleep apnea or restless leg syndrome, don't hesitate to seek a professional diagnosis and treatment. These conditions can be profoundly disruptive, but are often very treatable. Remember, quality of sleep is just as important as quantity. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of uninterrupted restorative sleep. It's not about just closing your eyes, but about achieving those deep sleep cycles where your brain does its most important work for memory consolidation and detoxification. Prioritizing your sleep is one of the most powerful yet often undervalued steps you can take to reclaim your mental sharpness and protect your brain health for years to come. It truly is a non-negotiable for a well-functioning memory. Now let's explore our third significant and remarkably fixable cause for forgetfulness after 60, chronic stress and unmanaged anxiety. In our busy lives, stress has almost become a badge of honor, something we just live with. But prolonged unmanaged stress and persistent anxiety are incredibly detrimental to your brain, especially your memory centers. When you experience stress, your body releases hormones like cortisol. In short bursts, cortisol is helpful. It gives you the boost you need to respond to a threat. However, when stress becomes chronic and cortisol levels remain elevated for extended periods, it begins to act like a corrosive acid on your brain, particularly on the hippocampus, which is the brain's primary memory hub. High cortisol levels can actually shrink the hippocampus over time, impairing your ability to form new memories and retrieve existing ones. This isn't just a feeling of being scattered, it's a measurable physiological effect. You might notice difficulty concentrating, a persistent feeling of having a foggy brain, or a harder time recalling details or conversations. It's as if the mental files you want to access are locked away or simply too disorganized to find easily. Chronic stress can also disrupt sleep, as we just discussed, creating a detrimental cycle where stress prevents sleep and lack of sleep exacerbates stress, further impacting memory. It can also divert mental resources, making it harder for your brain to focus on encoding new information when it's constantly in a state of alarm or worry. The good news is that stress and anxiety, while pervasive, are highly manageable, and therefore their impact on your memory is very much fixable. The key is not to eliminate stress entirely, which is impossible, but to develop effective coping mechanisms and strategies to reduce its chronic impact. Mindfulness and meditation are incredibly powerful tools. Even just 5 to 10 minutes a day of focused breathing can significantly lower cortisol levels and promote a calmer, clearer mind. There are many guided meditations available that can help you get started. Physical activity is another fantastic stress buster. Even moderate exercise like a brisk walk in nature can release endorphins, which have mood-boosting and stress-reducing effects. It helps to literally walk off the stress. Engaging in hobbies and activities that you genuinely enjoy can also act as a powerful antidote to stress. Whether it's gardening, painting, playing a musical instrument, or spending time with loved ones, these activities create a sense of joy and purpose that can effectively counter the corrosive effects of stress. Learning to say no, more often delegating tasks, and setting realistic expectations for yourself are also crucial aspects of stress management. Sometimes the stress comes from feeling overwhelmed, and by proactively managing your commitments, you can lighten that mental load. If your anxiety feels overwhelming or persistent, reaching out to a mental health professional, such as a therapist or counselor, can provide you with invaluable tools and strategies to manage these feelings effectively. They can help you identify triggers, challenge negative thought patterns, and equip you with practical techniques to bring calm back into your life. Remember, managing stress isn't a luxury. It's an essential part of maintaining not just your emotional well-being, but your cognitive sharpness as well. By actively working to reduce and manage chronic stress and anxiety, you are directly investing in the long-term health and vitality of your memory. Your brain will thank you for providing it with a calmer, more nurturing environment to thrive. Now let's turn our attention to the fourth, often surprising and incredibly important fixable cause of forgetfulness, particularly as we age: medication interactions or side effects. This is a factor that many people don't immediately consider when they notice their memory isn't quite what it used to be, yet it can be a significant contributor to cognitive issues. As we get older, it's very common to be prescribed multiple medications for various health conditions. This is often referred to as polypharmacy. While each medication might be essential for a specific ailment, the combination of several drugs, or even a single drug, can sometimes have unintended consequences for your brain function and memory. Many medications can cause memory problems or brain fog as a side effect. Common culprits include certain antihistamines, some antidepressants, sleep aids, anti-anxiety medications, muscle relaxants, some blood pressure medications, and even over-the-counter cold and flu remedies that contain sedatives. These drugs can interfere with neurotransmitters in the brain, like acetylcholine, which is crucial for memory and learning. When acetylcholine levels are disrupted, you might experience confusion, difficulty concentrating, or trouble recalling information. The issue becomes even more complex when multiple medications are involved. The way drugs interact with each other in your body can be unpredictable, sometimes amplifying side effects or creating entirely new ones that weren't present when taking each drug individually. What might be a mild side effect from one medication could become a significant memory impairment when combined with another. The good news is that this is absolutely a fixable cause, but it requires proactive communication with your healthcare providers. It's not about stopping your medications, but about optimizing them for your overall health, including your cognitive health. Start by creating a comprehensive, up-to-date list of all medications, supplements, and even over-the-counter remedies you are taking. Be meticulous about this list, including dosages and how often you take them. Then schedule a medication review with your primary care doctor or a pharmacist. During this review, express your concerns about your memory. Ask direct questions. Could any of these medications individually or in combination be contributing to my forgetfulness? Are there alternative medications or lower dosages that could achieve the same therapeutic effect without impacting my cognition as much? Sometimes a simple adjustment in dosage or a switch to a different medication within the same class can make a profound difference in your mental clarity without compromising your other health needs. It's also important to be open with your doctor about any new symptoms you experience after starting a new medication or changing a dosage. Don't dismiss changes in memory or mood as just aging. They might be a clue that a medication adjustment is needed. Never stop taking a prescribed medication without first consulting your doctor, but empowering yourself with knowledge and advocating for your cognitive health during these conversations is key. Your doctor wants you to be healthy and well, and part of that is ensuring your brain is functioning optimally. They rely on your feedback to make the best decisions. By actively managing your medications and openly discussing their potential impact on your memory with your healthcare team, you can often alleviate significant cognitive fog and restore much of your mental sharpness. It's a powerful step towards taking control of your brain health, and it's one that often yields surprisingly quick and positive results. Next, we will delve into a fundamental aspect of brain vitality that goes beyond physical health, extending into how we engage with the world around us. Finally, we arrive at our fifth powerful and incredibly gratifying fixable cause of forgetfulness: insufficient mental stimulation and lack of social connection. Our brains, much like our muscles, thrive on exercise and challenge. If you stop using a muscle, it atrophies, right? The same principle applies to your brain. If you don't continually engage it with novel challenges and learning experiences, it can lose some of its sharpness and plasticity, impacting memory and cognitive function. As we age, it's easy to fall into routines to stick with what's comfortable and familiar. While comfort has its place, a brain that is always in its comfort zone isn't necessarily a brain that's optimizing its memory potential. When you learn something new, when you solve a challenging puzzle, or when you engage in deep, meaningful conversations, you are literally building new neural pathways and strengthening existing ones. This process, known as neuroplasticity, is your brain's remarkable ability to adapt, learn, and grow throughout your entire life. It's not just for children or young adults. It's a lifelong capacity. If you feel like your memory is slipping, it might be a signal that your brain is craving more stimulation, more novelty, and more opportunities to connect. So how can you fix this? The solutions are as varied and enjoyable as you can imagine. And challenge your brain regularly. Whereby, this doesn't mean you need to go back to college, though. That's an option if you feel called to it. It could be learning a new language, taking up a musical instrument, mastering a new craft like knitting or woodworking, or even playing strategy games like chess or bridge. Puzzles, whether jigsaw or Sudoku, can be excellent, but try to vary them and increase the difficulty as you improve to keep your brain truly engaged. The key is novelty and challenge, doing something that stretches your mental muscles in new ways. Beyond individual pursuits, the power of social connection is immense and often underestimated when it comes to memory. Humans are inherently social beings, and isolation can have a profoundly negative impact on brain health, sometimes leading to cognitive decline that mimics memory disorders. When you engage in social activities, you're using a wide array of cognitive functions: communication, empathy, problem solving, memory retrieval, remembering names, past events, and emotional regulation. Meaningful conversations stimulate your brain in ways that passively watching television simply cannot. Laughter, shared experiences, and intellectual discussions all contribute to a richer, more active cognitive landscape. Think about how much you use your memory when you're recalling anecdotes with friends or learning about someone new. Loneliness, on the other hand, can be a major risk factor for cognitive decline comparable to other physical health risks. So actively seek out opportunities for social engagement. Join clubs, volunteer groups, or community organizations that align with your interests. Reconnect with old friends or make new ones. Attend local events, classes, or workshops. Even regular video calls with family and friends can make a significant difference. The quality of your social interactions matters too. Seek out connections that are positive, stimulating, and supportive. These interactions not only enrich your life emotionally, but also provide crucial mental exercise for your brain, helping to keep your memory sharp and agile. By consistently engaging your mind with new challenges and nurturing your social connections, you're not just living a fuller life. You're actively building a more resilient, sharper, and more vibrant brain. It's a powerful investment in your cognitive longevity, reminding us that we truly have the power to shape our brain health. So, my dear friends, as we wrap up our conversation today, remember the crucial message we've explored: significant forgetfulness after 60 isn't always an unavoidable part of aging. It's often a signal, a gentle but firm invitation from your body and brain to pay attention, because these issues are frequently fixable. We've delved into 5 powerful and practical areas where you can make a real difference. We talked about nourishing your brain with the right fuel, ensuring you're getting enough essential nutrients like B12, omega-3s, and vitamin D, which are the very building blocks for healthy memory. We then uncovered the profound impact of sleep, emphasizing that quality restorative sleep isn't a luxury, but a fundamental necessity for your brain to consolidate memories and detoxify itself. We then addressed the silent thief of memory, chronic stress and anxiety, and discussed how managing these through mindfulness exercise and meaningful activities can literally protect your brain's memory centers from damage. We also explored the often overlooked role of medications, reminding you to have open and honest conversations with your doctor about potential side effects or interactions that might be clouding your mind. And finally, we just discussed the incredible power of lifelong learning and vibrant social connections, highlighting how challenging your brain with new skills and engaging with others actively builds new neural pathways and strengthens your cognitive resilience. Each of these 5 areas offers you a clear path to reclaiming and enhancing your memory, not just accepting a decline. Remember, small, consistent changes truly can lead to remarkable improvements in your brain health and overall well-being. This isn't about being perfect. It's about making conscious choices one step at a time to support your magnificent brain. You have more control over your cognitive vitality than you might think, and that is a truly empowering realization. You are in the driver's seat of your brain health journey. Don't let common misconceptions about aging limit your potential for a sharp and vibrant mind. Embrace these fixable causes, empower yourself with knowledge, and take action. I truly hope this conversation has given you valuable insights and a renewed sense of optimism about your brain health. I'd love to hear from you. Have you experienced any of these issues? What strategies have you found helpful in keeping your mind sharp? Please share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your insights could be incredibly helpful to others in our wonderful community. And if you found this video helpful and inspiring, please give it a thumbs up. A like goes a long way in helping us reach more people who can benefit from this information. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on more practical advice and empowering content designed to help you live your best life at every age. Thank you so much for joining me today. Wishing you the best life possible at every age, filled with a clarity, joy, and a wonderfully sharp mind. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.